welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampires with our cutie little bean Sammy B here. And if you're looking at his moods currently, he is exhausted, he's got dark circles, and he got bitten because Vlad broke into his house, lured him downstairs, and then decided he was going to have a nice drink of Sammy B plasma. And yeah, he does not look good. He does not look good at all. And the first thing he did, because he woke up on the floor, like he went to bed, he remembered going to bed, and he woke up down by the front door of his house, and the first thing he thought was, what on earth? So the first thing he did was he called up Caleb, who came over. I was like, are you okay? You sounded a little bit freaked out on the phone. He was like, I just woke up downstairs. I went to bed, I woke up on the floor, my neck really hurts, and there's a couple bite marks there. And Caleb immediately knew just who the culprit was, and it was good old Vladdy Stroud, because Vladdy's mean like that, Vladdy's evil like that. Of course, Vlad being like the show-off and Grandmaster Vampire he is, immediately had to go and boast to Strahd about essentially his meal. Of course, Strahd did not take this kindly, because Strahd also wants to have Sammy B as well. More in the case of Strahd needs minions and he needs followers. Vlad just kind of wants more vampire spawn that he can sort of have his own little collection of vampires. That's why he has the Vatore siblings initially, and that's why they kind of have to stick close by. And Strahd more likes minions and people to follow him, willingly, with a little bit of persuasion, and not biting on their necks and going the whole hog of turning them into vampires against their will. But Sammy hasn't been turned. So he's not been turned yet. Yet being the thing. He's not been turned currently. So he should be okay. For now, it is like 6 in the morning and he's super tired. He did get his first gig done, so he got a little bit of extra money. And he is planning to, when he can get up and not have everything hurt anymore, he's actually going to go and hang out with Rowan, who, total goth chick. He hasn't really gotten to know most of his classmates, but he knows Rowan a little bit. They met at orientation. She mentioned that she lived in town near the coffee shop, and if he ever wants to come over and study and they can paint together and do work, she's totally cool with that, and he's totally welcome to come on over. So when Sammy gets up, I think he's going to go into Windenburg and hang out with Rowan for a few hours. Sammy B, just making a bit of, I'd say, brunch because he is quite hungry. He's also very sore and his bed's awful, and he has managed to stab himself twice with the knife, trying to cook a nice little bit of a sandwich. He was also thinking about probably going out for drinks with people, maybe, depending if Rowan's up for it. She seems like an introverted type, but she might also be someone who he can hang out with and maybe go out for drinks with, because there's a nightclub in Windenburg, and there's also a bar. Actually, there's 2 nightclubs in Windenburg. There's also a bar nearby where Rowan lives, and there's also San Myshuno as well. You can hop on the bus or a train from Windenburg and end up in San Myshuno. It takes about, I'd say, 20 minutes to half an hour to get there. And then you've got all the access of the bars, the karaoke clubs, the gyms, the nightclubs, the lounge, all those kind of things readily and available to go and party at. Sammy B probably thinking maybe he should go out later today. He doesn't have classes today. As you can see, the tattoo is covering up the second bite, but there is a very noticeable little bite there. Oh, he's looking at me just oh, why? And I feel so bad for him. He also has he also wears little plugs when he goes to sleep, so his ear piercings don't heal up and close. So also because he probably likes wearing earrings all the time, because he has this cool little cross one, but he always likes to have something in his ears, at least, because otherwise it just feels weird without it. I don't wear ear piercings myself. Mail has been delivered. Rashid has delivered something to the house. How interesting. Let's go and actually find out what this is before we go and figure out, before we go out. You dropped the plate. You poor little thing. Full on drops the plate. He's gone down into his usual outfit. He's got 5 outfits to choose from, and I think he's just going to be switching up mostly between his main one. Or is this third outfit? No, it's his... Oh no, I think it's his third outfit actually. Can't tell. One of his outfits is basically the same, it's just the t-shirts are slightly different. Let's see what on earth arrived in the post. Thank you for registering your home with the Vampire Council. We hope you enjoy this complimentary gift for your participation. Bit of an awkward thing. Sammy ain't a vampire. So he's thinking, when the hell did I sign up for that? Maybe Jacques did, but he's got a plasma pack now. He's just going to probably hold on to that for a while. But let's go and hang out with Rowan and meet up with her. Maybe chill out with her. Do you know what? She's into vampires, maybe. Maybe we'll get her perspective on the situation. He's just like, oh, hey, Rowan. Hey, how you doing? She's like, oh, I'm so good. How are you doing? She's just like, my face broke out and I do not appreciate it. He's like, oh, is that why you're blushing like a tomato? She's like, yeah. Ugh, can you believe it? I don't even have any of my foundation to cover it up as well. I completely forgot to bring it with me. He's like, okay, do you want to go inside and just chill out and watch TV for a bit? I had a bit of a weird night. Maybe you can give me some perspective on it. She's like, probably. Maybe you should meet the roommates. There's, okay, this is Dante. This is Dante. He's a drama major. He's drama major. He's also blushing very bad. But he's also wearing the Maxis Simandi hair because I absolutely love it. And also, he totally rocks being a redhead. As well, he's actually designed after another sim I found on Tumblr. And I just loved the way that he looked. So I was like, I want to make him and put him in my game because he is so beautiful. He is so beautiful. Also, I do love this place. It's like an old warehouse conversion loft. I love it. I love it. I'd love to live in some place like this. I love these kind of things. Immediately he's going straight upstairs to go and play on the arcade machine. I think Rowan either might have left or she's gone in and she's just trying to hide. I don't blame her. She might also be hiding in the closet. I'm not too sure. Acquired the video game skill. Nice. Although I love that they live in this place and it's like got just a huge arcade machine. That's actually pretty cool. Do you know, why don't you introduce yourself to Dante? Dante Reinhardt, that was what I call him. He's in a super flirty mood, so be careful, Sammy B. Be careful, Sammy B. He seems like a heartbreaker, that one. He's also in a committed relationship, so probably don't try and flirt with him. He's like, so you're Rowan's roommate? He's like, yep. Met her on orientation when we all got the house keys together. Have you seen our other flatmates? I'm dating one of our other flatmates. It's like, who's that? And it's like, Roman, the model guy. And it's like, oh, I think I saw him at the coffee shop yesterday. He's actually pretty cool. Isn't he this guy here? I think I saw him on the social media page. And he's like, yep, that's the one. It's a great picture from the Freshers bar. So cool. Hey, you know what? Is he getting... I think he's like flattering himself, basically. Yep. Fishing for compliments, I think. And he's like, yeah, on the drama course, don't you just love the way, like, my hair looks? I think it's great. I use so much product in it. And Sam, he's like, you know what? Yeah. I mean, I don't live in Windenburg. I live outside of Windenburg. And he's like, well, you know what? If you ever want to, you should totally come out with us to Sam, my schooner, and party. There's this really great karaoke bar out there that we're all frequenting in like a couple days. You should totally come with us and we'll have like a good time. Ever heard of it? It's called the Waterside Pride Karaoke Bar, which Sammy B may not have heard of. He never actually hung around Windenburg a lot. His family are from Windenburg, but he actually went to a private school a bit further out, and he came back to Windenburg. Immediately goes straight onto computer. Dude, it's not your computer to use. It's not your computer to use. Devs should really fix this. You can't just go into someone's house and just straight up go and start using their computer. Everyone's left. I think everyone has literally just decided to leave. Oh no, they're all outside. Yeah, here's Roman wearing a full-on suit. What are you doing wearing a full-on suit for? Introduce yourself to Roman as well. At least try and get to know some of these people. Because if these two are dating, then it'll be good for Sammy B to find, like, get to know a few other, like, people who are sort of in the LGBT community for Windenburg, as is, because as far as I'm aware, there isn't a pride society for these guys. I should make one. I never thought about that. We have, like, a pride society at Kingston where I'm I used to go to. Pretty big society as well. They do loads of like fundraisers and stuff. So immediately he is straight up getting to know. Oh, here she is. This is Ruby McDowell. She is also on the media course. She is very, very pretty. I found her. This one in the gallery. I found loads of these Sims in the gallery. Dante, Roman, and Rowan I made all myself, but she was one of the ones I found on the gallery. And I loved the look of her, so I was like, I need this Sim in my game. Seriously, look how great she is. Immediately, Sammy is chatting to Roman. I'm not sure why he's wearing a suit. I assume he had to go somewhere. I hear clocks. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm assuming he had to go somewhere where he needed to wear a suit, and probably doesn't like wearing them that much. Why don't you go ahead and find Rowan in a bit and just hang out with them all in the lounge. Still feeling super uncomfortable. He's got about 8 hours to that, but he seems to be getting along with Rowan and quite well with Dante, but that might just be because Dante is a bit of a flirty Sim who seems to get along with everyone. Who are you blowing kisses at, Sammy? Sammy, no. He told you he's seeing someone. Like, you're already a disaster, a complete disaster in Claire's series when it comes to love. We ain't having you become a complete disaster in this one as well. It might also be that he is completely fishing for compliments, and he's just like, you know what? Yeah. See, now you're tired, so maybe... Boring movie. Yeah, you've been watching a lot of boring movies lately. Why don't you go and head on home before you do something silly? So he's just like, alright, I'm gonna head home, Rowan. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. This was great, and it was nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting the rest of you. I'm gonna go and just crash on my couch later. Oh, Sammy. I'm not sure who he was blowing kisses to. I'm not sure if it was maybe just Dante fishing for compliments because he's that self-absorbed, or just because it might have just been just an autonomous thing. That also might be a bug. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Sammy B, you need to be super careful. Like, poor Sammy B's a total trash fire in Claire's games when it comes to love. If that happens here, who knows what'll happen. Sammy B has come back home. It is very dark. I mean, it's 7 in the evening, but he's super tired, so I think going to bed is probably the best thing he can do for now. Because then he's going to be able to... He'll probably wake up late, but that means maybe he'll be able to... Maybe if he's feeling brave enough, head out to San Myshuno by himself, or head up the bar in Windenburg. The buses run are like pretty much like 24-hour buses. There's like one every 20 minutes. Night buses as well, every half an hour. It's a pretty like easy to get like Forgotten Hollow's in a bit of a weird spot, but it's right between Windenburg and San Myshuno, so it's not too hard to get out of the village. Is that? Oh, Vlad. One wasn't enough, was because he's such a famous celebrity, he doesn't do the walk now. He doesn't do the creepy ass like arms walk. He does his like super famous celebrity walk, but apparently once wasn't enough for him. He has come back and he is like, you know what, I enjoyed him so much, I'm gonna come and have some more plasma. Couldn't have timed this better, actually. Couldn't have timed this better. Oh, Sammy. You're too irresistible, it seems. Too irresistible. And it seems mesmerized, can't move recently. He was recently bitten as well, so that's gonna be double. Feeling wild, that I think is a glitch. I couldn't have another bite. It'll take a lot of garlic to keep me away. I'll be back when I crave another midnight snack. He's like, oh man. And... Oh, he didn't pass on the floor this time. He was just like, you know, I'm just gonna go straight to bed, cause why? Oh... Vlad. I don't know where Vlad went off to. I think he disappeared. But 2 nights in a row now. 2 nights in a row, Vlad has visited Sammy B. The first time he boasted about it to Strahd, and I think Strahd might have been a little bit annoyed about that, but I think Vlad now has intentions for Sammy B. You don't visit like a sim twice in 2 nights to feed. Not without an agenda. I mean, maybe he just likes him being a tasty little snack for him, or maybe he has got something sinister planned, because I think poor Sammy B, oh, if you're not careful, you're not going to be able to go out in sunlight soon. He's probably going to think maybe he's going to need to get some garlic to just keep Vlad away. This is like the second time this has happened now. Should have some scrambled eggs and bacon for breakfast. As long as you don't set the kitchen on fire, it should all be good. My god, this place is creepy. Nice. Oh, it's Lily Bear. Mommy Bear, Lilith Street, as she is, because she is married to Jamie Street. Now, I guess she's wandering by. I think she's here to play some chess. You know what? I'd say maybe once you've had breakfast, if she's still around, go and have a chat with her. See how things are. I would also recommend giving Caleb another text as well once morning hits, because he's gonna, he's visited you twice now. I think Caleb might be able to give you some pointers on how to keep Vlad away. I'm gonna tell you this now, Sammy B is an awful cook. Seriously, I've made better scrambled eggs and bacon than that. Oh, not that you can blame him. Look at that poor little face. Look at that poor little face. I feel bad for him. Drop a text. It's maybe once 9 a.m. hits, drop Caleb a text, because he should probably be up and about, and just, let him know that it happened again. Vlad turned up. So, Sammy B decided to go and pay a visit to Caleb, just to let him know in person that Vlad visited him again, because the last thing that it looks like nobody's home. That's kind of unfortunate for Sammy, because he was hoping that they'd be in there so that he could go and chat with them. But I think it does look like nobody's home. Normally you'd see Lilith playing chess, but I think no one's actually home. If they're not in, maybe they'll be in the evening, but Sammy B does have plans to. Has Jamie Street turned up as well? Man, the family really all do love checking up on Sammy, don't they? It's going to take a while for them to get to San Myshuno, so I'm thinking Sammy B calls up a bunch of people and says, hey, let's all go to San Myshuno. I've been kind of bored today waiting for classes and trying to do work, so let's go and let's bring Rowan, Nate, Dante, Chloe, and where's Roman? I just see him on there. Roman and Eileen as well, and maybe, I think all of them for now. A request of Dante, they've all come to the Waterside Pride Karaoke Bar, and it's happy hour as well. I mean, it's 4 in the afternoon, so happy hour is a bit much, but it's actually a pretty cool, looking place. I found this on the gallery. I think I have it saved as well, but it's such a cool looking place. This place up here was completely empty, so I added in a DJ booth and some dance floors to sort of just fill this room out, because it was a bit empty. But this place, I love how bright and colourful it is, and all the rainbow themes, and all the flags. I love all the flags. I think they're all so great. I think Sammy B needs to get himself a flag. I think we might need to get one of those. We have enough money, so maybe we could buy him a flag. But everyone's turned up to the bar, and already everyone is coming straight in. They're all going in. I think they all might be going upstairs as well, but we brought along Rowan, who I think brought food with her because she got hungry. Eileen from the courses there, Chloe as well, Nate, Dante and Roman coming along as well. While Sammy B's still looking uncomfortable, I still feel super bad for him, but don't worry, by 11 o'clock tonight you should be fine. Everyone else just coming in. I think they're all going in, because there's also a back bit out here to chill on, which is pretty cool. There's also so many doors to go in. So first thing, why don't we all go and just order a happy hour drink actually, because that'll be fun. But I think for now maybe you should start with a sparkling water. I've seen what happens when you drink in the game. It is he is a total lightweight. Everyone's here. And it's pretty all cool. Dante absolutely loving the fact that they were able to come here. Roman pretty pleased with it. Nate's just like, yeah, I guess this place is alright. I mean, I'd have preferred that other club in the financial district, but this place is alright. This place is pretty alright as well. And immediately, Brant Hecking, of course Brant would be here, come in to do karaoke. I'm surprised he didn't bring his husband along. That's kind of a shame. He seems to be getting on quite well with Nate. They seem to be chatting and getting along pretty well, because they're both on the same course, both artists, but I think they do different kind of styles, because Nate's more of a street artist. He'd be more like painting out on the sidewalks and painting sides of buildings and using spray cans mostly, while Sammy's a bit more digital artist. Although apparently he doesn't like the fact that it's super windy out in the city today. Sammy just like, yeah, I feel that. It's pretty miserable where I'm from as well. Do you know Forgotten Hollow? Because that's where I live. I live up in my uncle's place up there. He's like, oh yeah, I live with my I have a flatmate out in Winterberg. We live in a house together by the library. You know that place? It's like, I have not been there yet, but I've heard it's pretty good. It's like, yeah, my flatmate Wilmer's on I think he does one of those computer science courses. My god, I'm super hungry. Do you think the food vendors are open? Sammy's like, I'm not sure, but I'm bursting for the bathroom right now. Why don't you go to the bathroom, actually, and then maybe try and see about finding a food vendor. And everyone, yep, we're all here at the Illuminate nightclub. This place is nice. I'd say let's go dancing, but I think Sammy B maybe should have another drink, or at least for... Yeah, you can afford to order drinks for the whole group. Order some sweet and spicies for everyone. And then let's actually get this party started. Everyone, yep, everyone's going in, ready to start dancing. This place is great. Dante and Roman straight up going to the dance floor. Everyone getting ready. Go dancing. Oh, look at... Whoa, look at Nate go. He is having so much fun. And Abel's turned up. Man, all the Villarreals have turned up everywhere. Jamie and Lilith followed him to Forgotten Hollow. Jamie followed him here as well. As soon as... And he's pulled an all-nighter. Oof. He's super tired, but he has ordered drinks for everyone. It's just like, drinks for everyone, because I can afford it. But he is looking super tired, but I don't think he wants to party. I can't help but wonder as well if he's staying out this late with everyone because he's kind of afraid that if he goes back home, he's going to wake up with bite marks on him again because Vlad will turn up. But apparently the beats here are just terrible. But it's either go home and risk another vampire attack or stay out as late as you can and just hang out with everyone. Nate coming to just check up on him, just like, dude, you okay? You're looking absolutely tired, son. He's just like, I'm okay. I'm just tired. Oh, that's nice he came over for him and started discussing fishing spots. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna ignore Lilith and a terrible fashion in the background. Never mind the fact that Sammy B's trying to hang out with like people, and his parents and family are just following him around. Even Nate doesn't seem that impressed by Lilith's outfit, and he's just like, yeah, do you just want to maybe get out of here or clip into each other? You can do that as well. Move on out of the way, Sammy. There we go. Grab a nice sweet and spicy drink, maybe. Because you're an adult, you can do that. Sammy B has learned that Nate is single. Yeah, I mean, it's more of an interesting point. Roman just there in the foreground, chatting along with Bron. I think Dante left to go to the bathroom before he just has an accident, and Rowan's just keeping him company. For now, Sammy B, a bit more interested in getting to know Nate a little bit more. And he's not gotten drunk yet, thankfully. He's got good vibes though. He's feeling the good vibes and great atmosphere. Wild for some reason, but he's gonna pass out in a few minutes. But he's feeling a little bit more confident now. He looks incredibly bored, and it's not surprising because the music is absolutely god awful. Seems to notice that's the head of the music major. I think Jamie Street is just standing there just like, are you dancing with me or are you dancing with my wife? I'm not sure what's going on here. Nate was nice enough to bring Sammy B home because Sammy B is just super tired, and thankfully Sammy B did not get drunk. So probably best to say goodnight to Nate and just be like, thanks for getting me home. Thanks for getting me home. Or at least, where are you going? I think he's actually literally just trying to help him literally get to bed, I think. Just like, dude, are you okay? I don't want you passing out or anything. Are you sure you're gonna be... And he's like, I'll be fine. Okay, he's just using the bathroom. But Nate was nice enough to at least help Sammy B get home. And Sammy B seems quite happy. He's at least happy that somebody helped him get home and he didn't have to go back to Forgotten Hollow alone, which is always a good thing. And I think it's actually time we end this episode here. Nate can wander off when he needs to, and we can just watch Sammy B sleep peacefully. And I think, you know, he had so much fun hanging out with all his, with all his uni people, but he's kind of gutted he didn't get to talk to Caleb about the Vlad attack, because he didn't even respond to his text and he didn't even see him in. Which, for Sammy B, is kind of weird that this guy was able to, like, come find him at, like, 3 in the morning, but then around, like, the middle of the afternoon, called him up and he didn't answer. So he's starting to realise some it's a bit strange, but at least now he can get a good night's sleep without waking up feeling uncomfortable with bite marks on him. So I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching Sins for Vampires. Who knows what's going to be happening down the line in the next episode? Is Sammy going to reach out to Caleb again, or is he going to forget about it? And will he be hanging out with his college friends a lot more? Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye bye now.
You're a stupid boy, treating hearts like toys, but I'm just like